An upcoming case may decide the fate of cryptocurrency in the United States. I'm Andrew Esquire, and this is The Legal Mindset, where we help give you an unfair advantage. Now, crypto has been a massive topic, and we've talked about it tons on this channel. But one thing about crypto, one thing that's a huge benefit about crypto is that it's largely unregulated. And what that means is the government is not really paying close attention to crypto and is not restraining it the same way it restrains a lot of other things. Think about airlines. You know how many rules the federal government puts on airlines? Well, pretty much all of them. Pretty much everything that they do is dictated by the federal government. And the same thing goes for financial markets, much like stocks and bonds. Those are regulated, and they're regulated as securities, mostly by the Securities Exchange Commission. And Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto doesn't touch any of that. It goes on in a world outside of the SEC, outside of government. But government does have the ability to impact crypto in how it attacks those that create crypto and those that process the exchanges. And we've talked about that on this channel ad nauseum. But today we focus on XRP and Ripple. Now, what's going on with those? Well, XRP is a type of cryptocurrency. Now, what's cool about XRP is it's different in how it's validated. Now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, things you've probably heard of, things that Elon Musk might have a couple bucks in, well, they're validated through their mining process. So a huge amount of energy goes into mining Bitcoin, that is creating new Bitcoin. And it becomes harder and harder to mine that Bitcoin. More energy has to go into mining that Bitcoin until there is no Bitcoin left. And there's a huge controversy over the amount of energy it costs because, well, most Bitcoin is mined in China and they are using dirty coal plants and also hydroelectric power to mine that coin. And it's really a waste of energy. It's a huge Byzantine-like operation where you're using energy for something that's in the ether, a virtual currency. Well, XRP is different. It's not created through mining. It's created through an initial offering. It's created because Ripple, which is the company that created XRP, actually issued the Bitcoin to begin with. They created the Bitcoin and they release it in batches over time. Currently, Ripple still owns roughly about 50%, 55% of all of the XRP in existence. And they'll release it over time without creating any more, though it's no mining process with XRP. And this makes it much different than Bitcoin in terms of function in many good ways. And initially, that's one of the things that got people excited about XRP because this technology is different. It's cleaner, it's newer. It's also faster, it processes transactions much faster than Ethereum or Bitcoin. But here's the case. The SEC thought it was a little too similar to a security. Maybe you've heard of stocks. Stocks are doing pretty good right now. GameStop, Carnival, kind of shooting up. When a company goes public, that is when the company offers its stock for public purchase, it does what's called an initial purchase offering or an IPO. And as part of that IPO, they're putting up that stock for public buy. They're saying, okay, here it is, go ahead and buy it. And they're going through the SEC to do that. It's a highly regulated process where you have the SEC examining it, looking at it, making sure there's proper disclosures, making sure the risks are well known, and then finally, hopefully, allowing the company to go public and sell that stock. Well, Ripple didn't do any of that. And the SEC is saying, because it's so similar, because when they did that initial coin offering, ICO, it was similar to an IPO, to a stock initial sale. Because functionally, they're both gaining cash for the company. Just like an IPO, the sale of stock, makes money for the company that can go and reinvest that, turn it into profits, generate dividends, pay out salaries. Well, an initial coin offering by Ripple could be used to pay the company to do the exact same thing. And because of the similar function, they've said, hey, this should be treated like a security because it's centralized, because the benefit goes to one company instead of all of the miners like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Well, because of that, we got to treat it like a security. We've got to regulate it. And this is something that started in the waning days of the Trump administration. But in the coming months, we should see a final decision. We should see the SEC take action on this. And which way will they go? Well, that's still up in the air. Gary Gensler, who's Biden's Bitcoin boy, he's the guy to go to on crypto. Well, he's kind of been on both sides of the aisle. I mean, he's talked about regulation, but he's also talked about the blockchain and talked about how it's helpful. He seems to understand the blockchain. He's not a boomer who doesn't get it. He actually, well, he's probably still a boomer, but he does indeed get it. So it's possible that because Gary Gensler on Biden's team is actually understanding of Bitcoin, we could see it tip in a positive way. And we've also seen articles like on the Wall Street Journal attacking the SEC for making this move, saying it'll stifle the production of new cryptocurrencies. We've also seen big investment banks like Goldman Sachs come out and specifically say they want to start investment options for crypto. They want to expand your ability to bet on crypto. And I can see why. They're missing out by not getting in on the crypto push. And this is going to go on for a while because we're still in the boom time for crypto. And we're also seeing a lot of skepticism about the stock market and the US dollar, some of which is rightly earned because endless printing, yeah, that's not a good thing. But regardless of the fact, you have to understand that this will affect how crypto is regulated. And even if XRP is not regulated by the SEC, there will still be government bills coming in the future just because of the scale of crypto. It's impossible to ignore crypto as we've watched Bitcoin exploding.